this is ZeRaider and welcome to this new video, with this new Paladins video. This time we are going to talk about the support, which is a class I really like. Usually in those games I play a lot of support in Wars of the Storm, in Overwatch, and now in Paladins. I do like the 4 supports I have that I'm going to show you in this video, and I'm curious about a few others, though I had the occasion to buy a character I'm going to talk to you about later called Ceres that I didn't, decided to stick with all the 30,000 coins character. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, see you at the end of the video. Hope you're gonna enjoy it. And let's start with Grok, whom I call a hybrid healer. This is why there are 2 main builds, one around the totem, which I chose, but I chose Spirit's Domain, so it was a bit of a mistake. And the other one that is pure damage around is Bouncing Balls. So it was, and I didn't make the right choice. I should have gone for the full damage because there's a PP in our team, and I didn't see it, which is completely my bad. I was preparing to record and I didn't think about it. So what's this kit? He has this weapon that is a laser that doesn't reload. You don't have to reload it, but it has a overheating thing. The bouncing ball of lightning that you will see fairly soon can do like scattered around damage around the team if they're close to each other. That would be quite good. Sorry. He has his ghost walk, which we're gonna see me use in a bit when they're gonna try to attack you, and suddenly my health is gonna be like, whoa! I decide to withdraw a little bit, and I'm like, boom, 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 boom. That's the bouncing lightning ball, which is quite cool. And then I was like, no. So Ghost Walk, which makes you completely invincible, but it's quite short. There are some builds that go around the Ghost Walk. I don't like them. I think they're too defensive. What you have to know about Rogue is that he doesn't have a lot of CC, if not at all. I don't think he has at all, actually. So he needs to be both consistent and all full healing, all damage and healing, which is most of the time. And then it becomes okay, if not very good, probably. I don't really know. I find it okay, but it's slightly boring, especially compared to my 2 favorite ones. But I think it's viable, especially if you do the damage build, which I didn't. I should have done it, but I didn't want to re-record, considering the time that I had. This ultimate is like this, so it heals and damages. Again, the damage is not impressive. It's much better when you do the damage build, which I didn't, but yeah. I thought I would die here. I didn't. The healing, if he's solo heal, is actually quite good. But the only issue is only the totem can heal. He has no other thing that heal apart from his ultimate, obviously. So the principle of the build around the totem is to limit the cooldown and increase the healing. It works. It works, to be perfectly honest. It's just like with 2 supports, it was really not necessary. It's capable of doing tempo plays, which I'm going to show you a little bit later, especially at the end of this push, because we're gonna get it. Like it's 1-1, they add the first one or something, and I think we're gonna get this one, and at the end of it, but if we already, what happened? Now we're gonna get it. It's good. It's good. It's just not extraordinary in any way, but it's good. And his laser can be do a lot of peeling, if not just finishing up a few people. The range is okay. It's not too short. It's like a laser. Maybe it doesn't go that far. Maybe it goes all the way to the other side of the map. No, it's like medium range, and it's okay. I think one of my weakest points is that I probably don't use Ghost Walk enough, but it's against the bots, and they were not really strong, and I never got in trouble. I think this is a good part where we are a bit stuck in here, and I managed to be cool to give damage consistently to support my. So this is the end of the run, and you see over time I'm like, I'm gonna go in there, put my ultimate, kill myself at the same time. Like my life is gonna take, but I'm just waiting for a few people, and I'm like, okay, whoa, I need to go Ghost Walk. This was not the best choice I made. I managed to stay alive here. I'm like, what am I doing? I need to stay in there. We're still in the overtime, and boom, 1 down, 2 down, 3 down, and we get it back, which I thought was a good play on my part, just tooting my own horn. And we managed to push it, so that was quite a cool moment. But I decided to stick with it, and the support went to get down. Ying! Ying, at the beginning, I was like, I will never play this girl. I don't understand. She's pretty good. She's really good. She's an AoE healer, passive AoE healer most of the time. I don't really like her talents, that's why I hesitated so much. I went for life exchange, I think. Lifelike is used. You can put more illusions. So a build is one of the weirdest in what I know of the game. So she puts illusion on the floor of herself. That she can travel between with illusory mirror. Usually that she goes to the further, it's mostly an escape. But when they heal people around them. Okay? Just, I don't know how many times. I know it's like 425 bases. Our main weapon is a laser that's gonna do that, and if you're precise, it's actually very good. This is the start of my game. We destroyed them. I didn't put the whole game, but almost the whole game, because we just completely destroyed them. So she puts them on the floor, and then she can shatter them. And when they shatter, they actually go towards the enemy and explode, and do a reasonable amount of damage. So so you put the healing on the floor, and then you actually do a lot of damage, and you have a nice escape, though a bit RNG if you don't remember which illusion is the furthest. So sometimes you just put one far and the other illusion's quite close. The far is not to heal, it's just in order to have an escape. This is what I'm probably gonna start taking lifelike. Lifelike, I think you have more illusions, but they are weaker. But at least you can put more, and you can manage the cooldown, so you put illusions all the time, which means all your team, you can do a lot of healing because it's AoE passive all the time. Ultimate is the boost of healing and speed. I don't know, I don't remember. But it's really good when you need to a last push. Like your team is starting to have their health going down. You put it, whoop, they have a burst of heal and a burst of something else, maybe damage actually, and then suddenly they are like. So you put the illusions next to you, and you're like, and at the same time like, whoop, 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 whoop. This game was so fast. I think we won in less than 7 minutes. Was it still the same? Yeah, I think I'm gonna use the ult. Yeah, and soon. No, or not? Because no, I remember I hesitated. I was like, I'm gonna keep it for next round at the beginning. I've done quite a lot of kills. Of course, your illusions heal you too. You heal yourself too. Don't worry about that. So this was like a 2 minutes push. So this is the second push where we're gonna go. And I have my ultimate. I'm like, okay, we're gonna see. I'm gonna be the first, especially because I had a mission of being on point. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna see. Put me in my illusions and start. And like, okay, I don't know what to do. I'm taking a little bit of damage. So I'm staying far. I'm checking that the life of my friend is fine, and we managed to actually get it without the use of my ultimate. And I used my ultimate. I just didn't see it. It's not very, you don't say it, but like there's a proper burst of the whole team gets a lot of burst. So it's quite cool.
Have you met my friends?
I don't know what I tried to use the shatter ability in this one. You know, to see what kind of damage I was using, because I was mostly using the primary weapon. It's quite cool too. The thing is, the illusions disappear after shattering, which is normal. So you need to be careful about it. There are some damage builds that exist, which I understand why, because she does much more damage than I thought she would. So I'm gonna explore that a little bit. I don't have her. She was on rotation, but she's one I played, but I don't have her. She's just on rotation this week. I'm really glad I got to see this side of her, and I'm really happy that it was so fun to play with. I'm not saying I'm gonna buy her as a priority, because my next support will not be her. It will be either Grover or Ceres, that I'm gonna talk about at the end of the video. This is the last push. Nothing really special. You put your illusions. Don't hesitate to put them as soon as you have your cooldown. Like, just put them everywhere. Try to put them on the path of your friend. It's much better. It works better. But yeah, she's a good character that I was really underestimating, and I'm glad I love. And I did also you can do play of the games with the supports in this game. It's doable. They actually do a lot of damage. I think that was the beginning of the second. Yeah, that's my ultimate, no? Yeah, this one. time to, when she said time to take charge, double kill and everything. Here is my favorite mercenary. I put communist mercenary because the build I have is called communist. It's just, it was advised to be, if things are alright, you can choose anything you want. This communist build, I won't be able to show you why. You can check if you want, you can pause on the video. But it's a all situations build that I found online. And honestly, I've been really liking it. Pip again, I thought it was like, oh, it's the basic healer. And then, no, it does consistent damage. So his weapon is like you throw potions, they do a lot of damage, but the rate of fire is ridiculously low. He has another one that you throw and does damage and slow with an AoE. Then he has his healing, which is a potion like this, which you can make in the communist. The point is like every time you heal someone without healing yourself, you get a percentage of the healing back. And also a better cooldown, so you need to just, it's a healer, but at the same time you still get consistent healing damage with your weapon. His escape is a weightless, where you jump quite far and fast, and then after that you have time to jump 2 or 3 times to escape as fast as possible. The only issue is, yeah, you're not untargetable, you're completely vulnerable if you stay in the line. So, but I've liked it, and it's especially good if you want to do a bit of flanking, which is doable with Pip. You need to be precise with the gun, but if you are, it does this kind of thing. Like 600 for the potion, boom. A Genos that is half-life, boom. His ultimate is really fun too. You throw a potion that transforms people. On mini chicken that have 1,500 life. He's an all-rounder, okay? But it's actually fairly fun because he has mobility and damage. You just need to be precise with your healing because it's not automatic. You need to aim. But if you do it well, not including you are capable of dishing a lot of healing, of giving a lot of healing while being precise with your weapon and do this kind of thing. It's, again, I was seriously underestimating this character, and I'm glad I got to play it a little bit more. That's why I put him on my second position. I really enjoyed it, and I'm going to play it more. But to be perfectly honest, my favorite one does everything that it does, even better. So, but that's my opinion. But sometimes I think I'm gonna get Pip out for a run, especially once I'm used to this communist build, and it's really cool. If you put communist build Pip online, you will see what I'm talking about. A lot of people liked it. Don't hesitate, because you see, as soon as I throw it on him, just on him, he went back after 1 second. I'm a bit confused by the cooldown. I need to check it because the build does weird stuff. Sometimes it's 5 seconds, sometimes 0 seconds. But yeah.
Victory.
And finally, my favorite support is Genos. I think he's fairly new in the game, and I call him an aggressive healer. Yeah, what did I take? I don't remember. But basically, his primary weapon is that, which goes really well with the item life rep. Just amazing. His power is that it just puts someone up and they can't do anything. So you can't do anything at the same time, but at least you can set them up to get killed by other people, which give the elimination. His escape is fun. He's infinite, and you're very light, and you move fast and jump really far, and you stay in the air. Just you're completely targetable. You need to be careful. And I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, of course. His healing is that he puts a flower on someone. He can put it from anywhere in the map, across walls and everything. And it goes. It's like Zenyatta's orbs, like except you don't need line of sight to put them. You can even double them, because with the talent attack usually it gives a burst of heal when you get it. It's just amazing. And after that you do the damage, and you're like, oh god, this is ridiculous. This one is too good. And I haven't shown you this. I'm just gonna wait. His ultimate, I love it. It makes me think of Enzo, but like if the dragon was 3 times faster. So it's like the preparation time is longer than Enzo, you'll see. But there's still the tunnel of energy, and then when it starts, it's like, oh, okay, let's do this. I'll show you. Most of the time, it's well used, and it goes across the walls too. So you can set it up by flanking and everything. It's just like, this character is absolutely amazing. It took me a bit of time to understand exactly when I wanted to put a flower, the healing flower, on the people I wanted, but honestly, now that it just works, there are almost no reason for me to take any other support, because this is the one I do a lot of damage and a lot of kills and a lot of setup. This is probably, it might be my favorite character in the game. I would advise you to try it, to buy it, because it is amazing. I don't really remember the build. Usually the build I use is a healing build, because his native damage is good enough between his primary weapon and his ultimate that you don't need to add damage with the build. Oh, I got destroyed. I was a bit too greedy, completely greedy on this one. I haven't shown the ultimate yet, but you can just stay around and just peel, poke, peel, make sure that the flower isn't like, look, I put it's at the top and I put the flower on top of him, which means you can protect the guys that will go a bit ham from very far. It's just so good. It's just okay. The damage is more like peeling damage like all the time. A bit of damage here, a bit of damage here, a bit of damage, just finishing you off, and that's what I like in most of the characters, apart from damage. This ability is quite cool when you have someone who's using their ultimate and everything, and you do that and it interrupts things. Okay, I've got my ultimate. I don't remember I used it on this one. I think I waited a little bit, because like you need to have at least 2 people in the tunnel in order for it to be efficient enough. Ow! Did I wait it out? He has no way. Like, his only weak point. He has no way for. Boom! So I took half of the energy of the tech and I killed someone else, and the point is free. His only really big problems is he can't really heal himself unless you use some cards. Where you use cards where basically a percentage of the healing of the flower goes back to you. Don't remember the name. Strongly advised, otherwise, like, and that's why you use life rip level 3 on your weapon, because you have so many bullets that's how you get your life back. It's really, really important. You have no reason to take anything else but life rip on the green item. Sometimes I forget to put the flower on Sky. Sky, I was really not cool with her. She was not playing well, and she was like going all out. I mean, I don't like Sky, but still, I should have put the flower more consistently on her. But sometimes I focus too much on damage and I forget that. But this is the escape. I don't use it that much, but I do like it. Like here, in order to flank, or in order to go and help your friends, I still think it's a good skill. Now we're destroying them. There's no commentary necessary. You see roughly what I use. I'm still seeing some mistakes in my game, but it was bots. It was just to showcase the skill. So this is bad when you get taken like this, because, well, your escape is not great. Up. Stay away from Ruckus. I showed you how deadly it could be. I'm at 99%. Might put his... Ah, that's the victory, so I couldn't put the other ultimate. And here we are for the description of the support. I'm annoyed again, but this is something I do usually. I forgot to put the record button. So, let's go through the few supports that are left. Grover, I almost took it because I had 60,000. I didn't, but maybe that was a mistake. He's a passive healer with his Blossom on the L1 that you can actually burst. His ultimate is World 1, which is a really big heal, which resembles Zenyatta's Tranquility, or in Heroes of the Storm, that would be Malfurion's. Is it Tranquility too? This is ultimate, I don't remember the name. He has a throwing axe that does more damage the further you throw. The crippling throw is also an axe, but it cripples, so that they struggle to move after that. And the vine, you throw a vine that latches onto, and then you pull yourself towards it. but it's towards an ally all terrain, not the enemies. Is to stay next. The point is to stay next to your teammates all the time. I think it's quite cool. The second one is Madame Ba. Madame Ba is a shaman. I managed to choose to play it when last week he was on rotation. I don't know what I think about him. I'm kind of meh. So the Speeding Cobra has two effects. So you push Venom, blah 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 blah, single target at short range, and then when it's finished, you throw the Cobra itself, and it does 200 damage and stun. So it's 2 CC just with the basic attack. The Medic Spirit is a main way of healing, which is over time. Usually in your kit you're gonna increase the healing because it's a bit low, but it's quite good. It's an aimed one. Slither is the escape or engage most of the time. Escape, you're completely untargetable during it, so it's important. And the gold is a team fight, really good tool. Every 10 seconds you throw, and it heals people, but it also hurts enemy. Finally, the ultimate, I don't know, it does no damage, and it feels everyone around the place of the explosion. So I don't really know. I don't think he's gonna be on my top list to buy. Ceres though. She's 60,000. The character design is absolutely amazing. And she's a witch or an oracle or whatever you want to call it. So the point of kit is from the Soul Orb, which is a stream of magic, and it touches and it stacks up to 4 times. Okay. Once it stacks up, you go to L1 and Ransol. You can explode them to do damage and heal yourself at the same time. So this is the main mechanics from Earl Kit. After that, you have Restore Soul, which is an excellent healing, really fast, 1,000 health every second for 2 seconds. You can increase the duration and increase the healing, and it's only 4 seconds cooldown. The Shadow Travel is the escape. You just barely, you're just untouchable. And the ultimate is the Convergence, which is equivalent to Zarya's ultimate in Overwatch. Whatever she says. And basically that's it. There are not that many, well, there's Zheng Ying, but I've already put a video. There are like only 6 or 7, if I count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8. But in most teams you find a support. You do not find a frontline, but a support almost all the time. What's good about the support is you help your team, but you also can do a lot of damage. If you see me in my videos with either Peep or Ying today, or Genos, I love Genos, this probably is my favorite one. You see that I can do a lot of damage. Grok, it's doable if you have a certain kit, but I think his full heal one is much more interesting. Anyway, that's it for the support. There's only one video left, which is gonna appear soon. I haven't shot it yet, about the damage, which is gonna be much bigger. I might even do 2 videos about the damage. Anyway, hope you liked it, hope you learned something. Don't forget to comment, to like, to share, to subscribe. If you have advice or you want to criticize something, just don't hesitate. I'll be sure to try and answer. If you want to play with me, just send me, put a comment or send me a message, and we'll try to organize that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Allez.